everybody, welcome to Design by Peck. This is the intro to the toilet flapper video. I'm changing the format of the videos. I think I'm now going to have my lessons learned at the beginning of the video, so you can kind of take a look at the video and understand what to pay attention to and the things that went wrong for me, the things that might have gone right for me, and so here we go. This video is about changing the flapper of a toilet, which goes bad after I'm not sure how many years. I've replaced several of them in my lifetime. They're pretty easy to do, but I thought it might be daunting for some people, or probably some people just might be uncertain. And they might not realize how easy it is to actually go replace the flapper. So in this video, there's a couple things that I ran into that were issues. One is, I didn't realize there's two types of flappers, or two sizes of flappers. I thought there's a universal size. I bought a universal flapper at the depot, brought it home, went to go install it. It was too small, so I bought the larger size flapper. Worked perfect, no problem. The second thing to remember is when you're doing this, in the lever arm that's inside the toilet tank, there are several holes there. Remember the hole that your chain is hooked onto, so when you take it off and you're putting the mechanism back together, you put it right back in the same hole. It just saves you some time and a little bit of a headache as well. Also, when you're hooking the chain together, you have to make sure of a few things. You have to make sure that the chain is at the correct length so that it's not too tight and not too loose. If it's too loose, it will hang down to the bottom of the tank and could lay flat underneath the flapper, which is going to leave a gap and the water's going to flow through. You also don't want it too tight so that it's like hanging above the hole at the bottom of the tank as well. The water will flow through again. The second thing you have to make sure of is when you move the clip on the length to make it the right length, you have excess links on the other side. That sometimes can be long. That sometimes can be so long that it hangs on the bottom of the tank as well. You don't want that part of the chain also to be underneath the flapper, so sometimes you have to kind of rehook the end of that chain so that you prevent that part of the chain from being below the flapper. So a couple things to look out for when you do the flapper replacement. And I think that's it. I kind of talk about all this stuff during the video. So come here, take a look. Thanks. So this is a little quick video on replacing your toilet flapper. In my case, I've got a slow leak on the toilet that every now and again the water runs trying to refill the tank because the red flapper, which is inside your tank right there, in my case is leaking. So every now and again, hopefully you'll see it in 2 seconds, it's going to start trying to refill with water. It should happen any second. Of course now it's not going to do it, but it does do it for issue. You can hear the water running even though no one just flushed it every couple of minutes. Actually no, probably a few times a minute. The toilet is refilling the water inside of the tank because there's an issue with your flapper. It ends up being a really easy fix. So if you hear water continuing to run in your toilet, it's likely, in my experience, the flapper. I'm going to show you a little bit more detail on how to get this done. So the flapper, if you don't know, hopefully the lighting's okay, it's just the red little thing in the bottom of your tank there. So the first thing to do is to turn off the water supply so the water just doesn't keep on running. And then I'm going to take the flapper off. The flapper is just hooked on the left and the right side just by like a little hook that you just use your hand to pull it off. And then it's attached to the lever here, the flush lever, with just a chain. The key to remember also is the flappers there's two different sizes. So I tried to do this the other day. I bought a flapper. I thought they were a universal size, and it was just, the flapper I bought was too small. And so I had to go back to Home Depot to go get a larger one. I ended up getting a Toto brand because it's a Toto toilet. There's universal ones that probably would have worked, but for like an extra $1, I just figured I would get the right size for sure. So I'm going to try to show you, just put your hand in the water here. And the water's clean because this is clean water entry. There's just like a little hook. And it's a rubber flapper, so you just kind of twist it off. Both are off. And now I'm going to take it off of the chain off of this. I'm going to need 2 hands. I'm going to put the camera down to do that, okay? There you go. I took it off. So now you can just pull the flapper right off. And then there's the hook that you can see right there that I just unhooked from the lever. This is clean water again, so I just put it on the ground. One thing to remember is, so that you don't have to think about it, is these levers have, as you can see, there are 3 different holes depending on the size of your toilet and how it's configured. Just remember the hole that it's already hooked onto, so when you put the new one back on, you'll hook it onto the same one. So here is the new flapper. Looks a little different, but it's the same size and fits perfectly. So I'm gonna just put it and hook that each side, the left and right, onto those little arms that are sticking out here. Then I'm gonna hook the chain back on, and then I'm done. So let's go do this. So here we go. I put it down. Make sure the chain's not hanging down into the hole. It doesn't matter too much because you're just gonna pull it out, but just a little bit more. I'm gonna snap it on. Snap this on. There, and that's done. I've grabbed this. Here's the hook. I'm gonna need 2 hands. You might have to adjust where this is connected. You can adjust the length that the chain is at by changing which hoop it's on. That's just feel or experience. Just make sure that when you hook it on, it's not draining down at the bottom like you see there. I'm gonna have to shorten that chain up an inch or 2 to make sure that it's just hanging about like that, so that when you use the lever, it'll actually pull up the flap. I'm gonna need 2 hands, so give me a second. I'll show you the way it looks like after I'm done. I guess I thought I would also show you here. There's the chain, so I'm just gonna unhook it from this little clip, shorten to a different hoop down here, and then hook it back on, then hook it onto the lever. All right. So what I did, I hooked it. It's hanging down like this. After the hoops, it's about, maybe more than 2 inches. But what I did is I kind of held the hook to the lever spot here so that it's about the right spot. So like it would be not tight or taut, but a little bit loose, but so there's not hanging down at the bottom. So you don't want to hang on the bottom. So I've seen it before. This chain, if it's too loose, can get hooked or land underneath the flapper. If it lands underneath the flapper, then you're going to have the flapper sitting on top of the chain, and then water's going to continue to leak into the toilet, and you're going to waste a lot of water. So just make sure that it's short enough so that it's not going to hook underneath the flapper, and short enough that when you push the lever, it's actually going to flush the toilet. So I'm going to need 2 hands again to hook this hook back onto the lever, so give me a second. All right, so I hooked it on. It took me just like 2 seconds. Yeah, I noticed when I took the last one out, it's on the last one. So there, it's hooked on. You can leave this chain there hanging. You don't need to shorten it or cut it off. You can just kind of leave it there because it's not gonna go underneath the flapper. And then now I'm gonna turn the water back on. There we go. There it is flushing. And hopefully this solves all the problems. Go and see what happens. And make sure if this comes off, you reconnect it back to this. At least in my case for the Totos, this is supposed to flow back into this tube here to refill the tank. And it's gonna stop. Everything looks good. Let's go flush it and see what happens. Perfect. What I do notice though is this chain is hanging down lower than I want it to. So what I'm actually going to do is hook the end of the chain back onto that clip again so that the chain is hanging down. That's not part of the mechanism. It's going to be half as long just to make sure it doesn't sit below the flapper. So give me a second. So I reconnected it so that the second half of the chain is now hooked at the end of the clip there, so it's not dragging or hitting the floor at all when it's laying down. And let's just check one more time, make sure it flushes, and we're done. That's it. All right, it's full again. Let's flush it one more time. Perfect. Done. That's how you repair flapper. Thanks, everybody. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully you learned what to look out for about the different sizes of the flapper, where to hook the chain onto with the clip, and changing the chain length by changing the link it's on, and then making sure that the end of the link is not hanging too low and you hook it back onto that clip to make it a little bit shorter. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I would appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll respond to everyone if I can. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.